20th. The southpaw Brazilian in the dark trunks.
Look for the inside leg kick of Rafael dos Anjos. He's probably going to be a little frugal with it, worried about the takedowns of Guida. But that is one of his main weapons, especially since he fights with the southpaw stance.
Uppercut. Combinations, quick hands early. Dos Anjos. Pushing forward is Guida. Bouncing around is the Carpenter. His own inside leg kick. Head kick. Dos Anjos says, not much. Caught him with the foot. Looking to switch things up is Guida. Dos Anjos, massive inside leg kick, Joe.
He's very good with that technique.
Switch kick.
And he throws it with very little wind up. They're exchanging.
Guida happy to stand and trade early. Dos Anjos again.
And that will take a lot of the spring out of the takedown of Guida if it lands. Clay's lifting that leg up to check it now. Some guys like to check it, some guys like to let it swing away from the impact of the kick.
UFC Fan Expo Boston, August 27th, 28th, John B. Hines Convention Center. It is the ultimate fan experience. Get your tickets at UFCFanExpo.com.
Guida stuffed the takedown attempt, and now he's trying to turn it on Dos Anjos.
Get your butt underneath you and your back straight, and we get head position.
We are all thrilled to be headed to Boston in a couple of weeks. Great to be here in Oakland, California tonight.
Clay's got to be careful here at going for this takedown, leaving his neck in there. Dos Anjos right now is in a position for an arm-in guillotine. Clay's giving it to him, forcing this takedown. He's got to be careful.
Trains at Gracie Fusion and Evolve MMA back in Rio de Janeiro. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Rafael dos Anjos.
So far, Dos Anjos doing a great job of stuffing the takedown.
Looking for his 4th straight UFC win. Working for the takedown is Guida.
And Guida will fight at a pace that a lot of guys are unaccustomed to, and a lot of guys are uncomfortable with. I mean, he is always in incredible shape, and that is putting it mildly. And that really is an understatement, because this kid comes at you, really in a way that most people just aren't used to. Unless you face a guy like Guida before, you don't realize that this guy can do this for 15 minutes. You can probably do it for 25 minutes. Come at you full bore every second of every minute and never get tired. Nice knee.
Nice knee.
Very nice. Well placed.
So good takedown offense early, trying to connect with that left hand. Oh, nicely done. There's the Muay Thai in the training with Crew Toy. Dos Anjos looks very sharp early. Guida could not finish the takedown. Checked that one, but he caught a left hand. Those inside leg kicks getting the attention of Guida.
Man, you really see such an improvement in the stand-up of Dos Anjos since the first fight with Jeremy Stephens. The way he moves, the lightness on his feet.
He looks for the shot. Stuffed by Guida. Approaching 1 minute remaining in the first round. Head kick, blocked. So light on his feet is Dos Anjos, Joe. And he mixes things up so brilliantly.
Yeah, his footwork has improved. I mean, he just looks so much better on his feet. Before, he was like a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt with some striking, and now his striking is a big part of his game now.
Punishing that front leg of Guida.
And he really looks like a Thai fighter now, the way he moves.
Oh, uppercut.
And again, he's trying very hard for that takedown, and he gets it.
35 seconds left in the round. He does have the hands out a little bit, Joe, in the Thai style.
Yeah, much more so than earlier in his career. You really see the influence of Sigil Tong. And Clay trying to get his knees out to hit that switch. He's going to wall walk. Oh, he needs a shot on the way up. And a knee.
What a performance here in the first 5 minutes by the Brazilian. But as he always does, Guida just keeps on coming. And has a smile on his face.
I would really like to see what advice Greg Jackson offers him now.
Mas tá o quê? Tá ruim? Tá como? Tá cabeçada no chão? O que foi?
Our Tequila Cazadores corner cam. Tequila Cazadores, the official spirit sponsor of the UFC.
Tá assistindo o quê? Não tá conseguindo morder?
What are you feeling? You can't bite?
Vamos lá. Deu
Let's
que
go.
tudo sabe. Decisão aqui.
Let's
Aí,
go, man.
Não tô vendo nada inchado, não tô vendo nada.
Nothing is swollen your
Quero
grade.
queixo enroladinho e mão alta, tá?
Come on, keep your hands up and let's go.
Fecha essa pica, porque a hora de você derrubar ele, a hora que ele vem pra cima.
You got it.
And he's going to overcommit like
Jason
he has
Guida.
the whole round. It's going to take down here. Let's steal around here.
Yeah, your kickboxing looking great. Sure.
Clay, all the way out, all the way in. The only time you get hit is when you stand in front of his ass, like we talked about, all right? You motion and then you go until
Don't
that
forget,
third
fans, you
punch.
can vote on who you
Right.
believe will win tonight's main event by voting online at UFC.com or on your cell phone by texting 1 for Anderson Silva, 2 for Chael Sonnen to 88222. We'll keep you updated on the voting throughout tonight's show. Our text voting brought to you by Tap Out, an expression of combat known worldwide. Now available at tapout.com. Guida, Dos Anjos, round 2. Quickly taking the center of the octagon is Rafael dos Anjos.
And Winklejohn in the corner of Clay Guida telling him to move. He was saying the only time you're getting hit is when you're standing right in front of him, and Clay is listening. A lot more footwork, a lot more angles.
Swing and a miss in the counter, Joe.
And what he's doing is he's making it more difficult for Dos Anjos to settle in and be comfortable to fire off.
And he checked that inside leg kick a moment ago. Dos Anjos circling as well.
Ducks under that one.
And he can keep this pace, as you talked about earlier.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's really kind of shocking how long he can go like this. But it's just because of how hard he trains. And he's been used to doing this for years and years. It's always been his style to outwork guys. Oh, wow, listen to this. Let's go Guida, the chant.
Counter right by Clay Guida. He is much more of a moving target here in round 2.
Yeah, he's definitely listening. And again, Dos Anjos trying for the takedown, but stuffed once again.
Who will impose their will from the clinch? Shot to the body. Dos Anjos, winner of 12 of his last 14 fights. 14-4 overall in his MMA career. Right hand from Guida.
So far, Clay Guida is getting outstruck. He got outstruck in the first round, and he's not doing anything really significant to win this second round yet as well. I think, you know, Clay needs to think about maybe shooting in for a takedown. If he can't win this stand-up battle, try to grind him out on the bottom.
Set it up with the jab, try to counter with a takedown, duck underneath. Especially if Dos Anjos throws another head kick.
I mean, Clay's never been the type of guy to knock a guy out with one shot. He's, you know, he's a grinder both in his stand-up and in his ground and pound. But his strength is in his wrestling, and, you know, I mean, it's nice to be able to prove that you can hang in there with a guy like Dos Anjos, but it's not where his strength lies.
Tap Out presents UFC 118. 3 weeks from now, we'll be in Boston. Frankie Edgar, BJ Penn, again, Randy Couture, James Toney. Don't forget our coverage that night will be available in 100% Spanish. Go to 118.ufc.com for more info.
He's moving a lot better in the second round, that's for sure. I mean, he takes instruction very well.
And he's really only taken 1 or 2 inside leg kicks and not with nearly the force of
There he's got the takedown.
And there he set it up.
There he goes. Dos Anjos pulling on that leg, going for an omoplata.
Dos Anjos,
He's got to
very
pull
good
that foot
submission,
in front
man.
of the face, and Clay pulls out with his arm. In
Lot of
full
time.
guard.
Guida loves to go body head with his ground and pound.
And the thing about submissions is we're in the second round now. Both guys are soaked with sweat. It makes it much easier to slip out of things. Dos Anjos there tried to wrap an arm up for a triangle, and his leg slipped right out of it. Clay is very submission wary. He's very aware when guys are trying to do things. He's got real good defense.
Coming off his own submission of the night, the arm triangle on Shannon Gugerty.
Trying to pass, but Dos Anjos' guard is excellent. Every time he tries to step over that right leg, Dos Anjos puts him right back in. Now I believe he's moved into half guard. Yes, he has.
Dos Anjos controlling the posture of Guida.
Clay's got head and arm control, pressing down with that left instep, trying to sneak out that right leg.
Shots to the body by Clay Guida.
And Clay is bleeding all over the chest of Dos Anjos, which with any other fighter you'd say, oh, there's some blood. With Clay, he's not happy unless he's bleeding.
Now we're ready to fight.
Now it's a war. Again, he's got head and arm control here. He's got excellent pressure from the top.
It's work.
He's going to try to press down again. He's using that instep, trying to pry open the legs of Dos Anjos and get out his leg. I hope Herb Dean doesn't stand up. He keeps saying, let's work. In my opinion, they are working. Again, Dos Anjos trying very hard for that omoplata on that left side, but it seems like he doesn't have the flexibility to pull his legs up without using his hand.
Final seconds of round number 2. Good takedown and control at the end of this second round for Guida.
Well, this is how Clay Guida's going to win this fight, in my opinion.
Once again, our Tequila Cazadores corner cam. Tequila Cazadores, the official spirit sponsor of the UFC, will start in the corner of Clay Guida.
Just relax, just like we rehearsed. Burp, please.
Give me a good burp, Clay. All right.
That's how I know you're.
Clay, let him work on that cut. Don't move around. Let him work on that cut.
Okay, wait.
Clay, you're kicking his butt when you're outside and inside, all right? Don't stand in front of those leg kicks. I need that third punch. You're throwing 1, 2.
There's 1 round left. Pay attention. End this round. Be on top of him, and you're going to win this round. There's no problem. Let's go. 5 more minutes. Let's go.
Joe, one of the big keys to round number 2 was Guida, as you said, taking instruction perfectly and being much more mobile, displaying much more movement in the stand-up exchanges.
Yeah, if he stands up with Dos Anjos and just stands right in front of him, he's going to lose. If he does what he did in that second round, I think that's the only way he can win. He's got to take this fight to the ground and do exactly what he did at the end of the second.
Still light on his feet, showing no ill effects from those inside leg kicks early. And the aggressor early is Guida. Counter left by Dos Anjos. Again, here's Guida.
Much more tentative because of the control that Clay Guida exerted on him in the second round. Because of the fact that Clay was able to hold him down, he got to feel the strength and the wrestling of Guida. Now he's a little more tentative about throwing shots.
Slip and missed with the uppercut.
And that's the thing that a wrestler will do to you. A wrestler will get you scared to pull the trigger because you worry about being taken down. Like, as he threw that kick, he's worried about Clay Guida catching it.
Well, as you mentioned, Guida knows the takedown's a big part of his key to win this fight, and he gets a huge one right there.
Into half guard, and again, presses down with that left instep. You see how he's trying to pry out that right leg. He's got great top control, and he would love to try to slap an arm triangle on him like he did to Shannon Gugerty in his last fight. Nice knees to the body by Clay Guida here, trying to soften Dos Anjos up.
Butt down, right hand to the knee, shoulder pressure.
You hear the corner, shoulder pressure. There it is, body, head.
Right hand and then put it down.
Trying to get that right leg free, Joe, and get the mount.
Oh, it's happening!
It is all over! Wow! Clay Guida has submitted Rafael dos Anjos.
I think Dos Anjos has something wrong with his jaw, Mike. After the first round, his corner asked him about his jaw. They said, can you not bite down? And when he got up from that, he grabbed a hold of his face, and he's holding onto his jaw, and you see him doing that right now.
And Guida was obviously applying pressure, trying to get underneath the jaw to get a choke in, but yeah, damaged jaw and the pressure of Guida forces the tap.
Yeah, let's see what the submission was. From our angle, it was very difficult to see it.
Here it is on the fight replay, brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go.
Let's see it again here. He's pounding on him, and he's just got a head and arm control here. It's just basic head and arm control, and he's pressing down on him with his shoulder. Yeah, that's an injury, Mike.
Dos Anjos is
had
saying he has a
injured jaw.
broken jaw, Joe.
Yeah. And let's see it again here. This is the angle that we saw. It was very difficult for us to see from where we were sitting. He's pressing down on him with his shoulder, and yeah, Dos Anjos had an injury. Let's see it from another angle. We'll get a little bit better shot at it. Yeah, he's just got his shoulder pressed up against the neck, and ordinarily I did not see a guy like Dos Anjos tapping from that, but he definitely had something wrong with his jaw.
Pressing up against what he says is a broken jaw, which means obviously Guida caught him early. Guida by submission. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 51 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out in a submission, Clay the